we're talking about Mascot Horror. Is it scary? Is it not scary? Why? Because apparently there's a fuck ton of these and I only know like 2 of them.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
The horror. Now, thank you very much to my lovely editor Wave for putting this together for me. When I was like, I kind of want to do something with Mascot Horror, he was like, mine! And he immediately launched into making this. He knew the assignment. Wave understood the assignment immediately, so... Mascot Horror. To drive Lily insane. Apparently there's a lot of these, but I only know like 1 of them. Precursors, a brief history of Mascot... Slenderman isn't Mascot Horror, Wave. So, a lot of Mascot Horror comes from childhood nostalgia. To return to a happy time, because it's gone forever. Back in the day, part of the nostalgia is things that were like older and looked aged and were kind of like scuffed, they look super creepy. So like old cartoons on staticky TVs, super fucking creepy mascot. Wait, where the fuck did you get that? Scoffed! And then mascots, these were the worst ones, arguably. Dick the Birthday Boy. Wave! Where'd you get that? Yeah, super, super creepy. And then we had the all-time favorite creepy toy with the Furbies, which turned on at night and scared the bejesus out of you. Then learning, if you went to an American school, you know exactly what this is. Playing, being a child, you know, falling off the playground. And games, my first jank. Well, actually, this was not my first jank. I had this jank when I was like 20-something. Oh! And like the main thing that inspired Mascot Horror were animatronics, the dead and alive at the same time. So the Chuck E. Cheese's mascots, old animatronics from Disney. God. None of these were pleasant to look at. Look at that. It stares into your soul. What if it like turned around and looked at us right now, chat? Just went, ah! Anyway, evil robots. Yes, they do seem evil, and like they were made in a way that they're not look cute at all. Like none of these are cute. Oh, they're all horrifying. And then we have the creepypastas. You had to put Sonic.exe in there. We had Jeff the Killer, Ben Drown, the SCP Foundation, the Sonic.exe, Kyle, Candle Cove, abandoned by Disney, Squidward's topping himself, and Nest Godzilla. Still the best, says Wave. Mascot Horror kind of got its start after a little bit after indie horror games, because like this was back when Let's Players started becoming big on YouTube, with Owl Oni being one of the first ones, and then of course Amnesia: The Dark Descent. This was when people like PewDiePie and Markiplier first stepped into the scene, and they kind of started making waves by playing these games and reacting to them.
Ah! What the hell?
And Amnesia and Owl Oni started it with like monsters that looked kind of goofy, you know? Because these look stupid as shit. Like, these look silly, but if these jump scared you, you were going to scream, right? And then, the goat, the man, Got Cawthorn, came in to try and make his video game. And he made a few. He made The Pilgrim's Progress in 2011, and he made The Desolate Hope in 2012. And then he made Chipper and Sons. And someone told him...
And that thing looks like it's gonna kill your children.
Scott was told that these Chipper things looked like creepy animatronics, and he went...
Say that again?
Mascot Horror was born in the form of... So, this game kind of took the world by storm. I think I blame Markiplier. Because, like, it was actually a very creative gameplay, right? You had to fucking sit in a room and keep these ooky spooky dipshits from jump scaring you to death, right? And, like, the game had very basic lore when it started, but then it deviated, and now it's like a whole thing. I watched 8 hours, chat. I'm not doing it again. So Scott made Five Nights at Freddy's, and people like Markiplier picked it up, and they played it, and it was a sensation. And thus, a genre was born, because when something gets super fucking popular, everyone's gonna wanna fucking do it. So now we're gonna look at some individual games and some characters, right? So we begin with Freddy Fazbear. Wow, there's a lot of these. Freddy Fazbear's thing is that it's supposed to be like a bear that sings at a pizza place and entertains children, but in reality, it's possessed, and it wants to put people in the animatronic suits out of rage or whatever. And yes, Golden Freddy's a different one. So you can see the different evolutions of the character throughout the games. It goes from being fairly off-putting to Blumhouse. And then the scary went away. Freddy Fazbear lost a lot of the fear factor because guess what? The character became hyper marketable. Like hyper fucking marketable.
Hand over your...
So it went from being like creepy to being like, okay, family friendly, and then they tried to make it like marketable to furries for some reason. Like, why does it have Dorito body, chat? And then the movie one, which kind of went back to the original one, which is still fairly creepy, but it doesn't quite have the same vibe. Then we have William Afton. This is the purple guy, the one that put a child in that robot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, William Afton does not scare me. This was when the game plot went from like, oh, these animatronics may or may not be possessed, it may or may not be supernatural, to lorefactory.com.org. And I think that William Afton is one of those things where you can say like it's trying a little bit too hard. So I like William best in the purple guy and Springtrap form, and that's it. Everything else is like, I don't care. Cause like, look at that, ew. And what is that? That's just stupid. That does not at all look scary.
Smash next question.
No! Chat, no! Who said that? Chat, no! No, no super chats to smash William Afton. Bad, bad, no. No, there's a corpse in there.
So, you made it this far. That's great.
And then Spooky, which was meant to parody jump scares and scare other ways. Horror in video games now comes in 2 flavors. It comes into like the jump scare flavor and the building dread flavor. So there's like a few like examples of characters that you can find in the game. I mean, these are pretty solid. None of them are super fucking creepy, but at the same time, they get the job done. Full disclosure, I've worked with Kira. Yeah, no, I think you have a character in the game. Wave actually does know this pretty well.
It was then that the body met the bag. He climbed into it for the first time and immediately felt his energy draining. Over time, he stopped being able to move. He was still alive, but his body started to decay. The bag was parasitic and was slowly absorbing the body's life force. His skin tone turned dull. Skin grew over his mouth, and he became bald like Mr. Albuquerque.
It all comes full circle.
I don't know Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, but if it's meant to parody them, then yeah, it makes sense that it's a little bit less Mascot Horror-y. No, okay, the puppets. Everyone is a grouch. 1, 2, 3, slaughter me street. Okay, this is not scary. If I ran into this in like a dark hallway, I would just punt it out of the way and go to bed. I've actually never heard of this one. This is not like, these don't even look like mascots. These are just like goblins, you know? It doesn't even look like a guy in a costume or an animatronic. They're just goofy characters. They're like a little bit withered down and worn down and have like a little bit of blood, and that's it. Not scary in the slightest. All right, I'm gonna look for the trailer for this one. I wanna see how this one plays. Oh no! An experiment in paranoia. Do not make loud noises at me. I will fucking yell. I hate these! These aren't even fucking scary! They just fucking jump scare you, and that's it. But like, even a fly coming at my face like that can make me jump. Then we have Tattletail, Neon Violet's favorite creature. But like, this is actually in Neon White. I had a moment, Wave, where I was like, is this from a real game, or did you just take this from like Neon White? And this is like just a Furby. That is terrible. Oh my god, this is just a Furby. Horrifying. Oh my god. You have like your Tattletail and it tells you things? Oh. No, I hate that. Oh, I hate that. Oh. Don't put jump scares in your trailers, by the way. That's terrible. No! So that was Tattletail. It's just a Furby. It's like literally like a version of a Furby. Egg-shaped with actual grippers!
No more mama!
Mama's true form. No mama, no more mama, no more mama. And then which is like a fucking creepy little goblin thing that will bite your ankles. That's it. That's all it's gonna do. Bite your ankles.
Is it love if I take your, is it love if I take your?
Just Monica. Does not count. Wave is right. This does not count. This is not Mascot Horror. She insisted to be in here. But like, Doki Doki Literature Club was a different spin on a horror game as well, because it was a little bit more psychological and a little bit more fucking with you and fucking with your computer than most other spooky, scary games. So I do have to give this one an honorable mention. She's super cute though, not at all off-putting. The dog. Everybody wants to shoot him. Okay, so I am getting the distinct fucking impression that this is meant to be a game about the dog from Duck Hunt that got away from them and just became like a fucking mascot horror thing? What the fuck? It was a VR game. Of course it was. In the scary factor, 0 out of 10. This is not horror. This is not scary at all. This isn't even Uncanny Valley. This is just a dude in a costume. Oh my god. Stop. You have to shoot the dude or what? The game actually kind of slaps, does it? Dude, there's a guy in your house. What is happening? Okay, this one's actually kind of surreal. 7 endings. Oh, shit. What in the ever-loving fuck did I just watch? And, like, you don't get that from looking at this fucking costume. It's not scary. Oh, the dog. Good luck if you do. Oh, ooh. Its throat is slit and the eyes are black with white pupils. Oh, so scary. It's so scary. It's like Sonic.exe. Does it have the Kefka laugh? Wait, put it in. This one I know about. Bendy and the Ink Machine. I did know of this one. Never played it, but I did know of this one. This one was a weird mascot horror because, like, all of the characters were technically cartoons. So it was kind of like a weird, like, Disney parody where you were supposed to, like, take down the Ink Machine because it was, like, going apeshit. This is Bendy. And you know what? These characters are not scary. They're actually super fucking cute. My one complaint is that Alice Angel is not nearly rubber hose enough for my liking. She should have had more of a Betty Boop vibe than just that. But, like, Bendy and Boris are so fucking cute. They're perfect. And then they actually had, like, 3D, like, boss versions of all of these. Like, they had the characters, and then this is the stuff that's more horror adjacent. I like these. Like, conceptually, they're pretty decent characters. Like a monster made out of ink that resembles Bendy. A brute Boris, like basically like a dead version, like Frankenstein version of Boris, and then ink form Alice, which was basically like a waifu. Honestly, would. And these were a little bit more fun because they were like bastardized versions of the cartoon. So I had to give like points for originality to this one when it comes to the character designs, because like they're not just mascots. They're not very scary, but it is a more original concept. Mr. Peterson! I show you my basement pre-supply. This is one what was it called? Hello Neighbor? Like, these people seriously mismanaged the popularity of this because they fucked up the game. Because, like, the concept for it was super solid, right? I believe MatPat GT is going to enjoy this. I think MatPat will enjoy dissecting this frame by frame. Yes, MatPat, you should totally reply to our DM. So, these people got so fucking desperate for, like, the clout and attention that they fucking annoyed the shit out of MatPat to try and, like, get him to, like, fucking to game theory Hello Neighbor the same way that he did FNAF. It started off solid, but then the surge in popularity made the devs a little too ambitious. It basically went to their heads. But pro tip, seriously pro tip, don't annoy content creators. Don't pester content creators. Like, don't tell them like, oh my god, do this, do this, do this, because they will ignore you. You will not get ghosted any faster than fucking sliding into a content creator's DMs and demanding that they do something for you. I can guarantee you, you will get ignored. So what these devs did was actually like, they fucking spun their own downfall. And then they made a second game, and it was just so different from the original concept that it lost its identity entirely. Granny! Abuela muertes you. Wave, what the fuck? See, these I actually might get spooked by if I was like in a dark hallway, because these are actually pretty Uncanny Valley, and I do not like this. This is horrifying. I'm gonna have nightmares with that face, with Slenderina, and this is gonna give me nightmares, I'm sorry. And then this is just like un forastero. This is just a whiteman.com.org with a fucking steel pipe. Grandpa. I wouldn't call this a mascot, but I can see why it's in mascot horror. So like, it's just a grandma, a grandpa, and horrifying. Baldi. Nobody said there'd be math.
I'm gonna stab you in the eye.
This is a horror game? Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning. This looks like a shitpost. So this looks like Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. It's a bully. This is a bully. Playtime. First prize. That looks like a DA fetish picture with feet. Arts and crafts. Principle of the thing and gotta sweep. What? Like, I have to wonder, how was this made? Did this make them any money? This looks like it was put together with like 5 Unity assets.
Give me something great.
What? Oh my god, it just hits you with a ruler! Oh? What? Stop the ruler noise! Oh, you're so boned. You're so cooked. Oh, okay. Wait, where did you get all of this shit? This is the shit post. I do love it, because it takes a lot of effort to make something look this shitty, chat. Late stage mascot horror, like late stage capitalism. The genre is saturated and it's a little bit bloated. Let's see. Poppy Playtime. Okay, so I do know about Poppy Playtime because I've seen a few TikToks where people turn these like things into hot waifus. I didn't do it, but I've seen these. But I could do it. You know what the worst part is? I don't know the level of Poppy Playtime, like how good it is or what, but I see merch of these everywhere. I've seen the Poppy Playtime, like this fucking blue thing, in like stores here in Spain, okay? Like I see merch of these everywhere. The cat is horrifying. The cat is the only one that I actually think is actually scary and all of these like, That one is actually scary. This is not scary at all. But the cat thing is like, God, that's not scary. And Huggy Wuggy is just, yeah, like I guess teeth, but Huggy Wuggy just got added to Fortnite. No! Like literally mascot horror is add whatever you want. Pointy teeth, add some blood, make it disheveled. There you go. That's it. That's your mascot horror. Like, I think that a lot of these didn't quite capture the spirit of FNAF, where it was like something that wasn't meant to be scary, looked scary. Scott did it by accident initially. It's the type of thing that once you actually start trying to do it, you're gonna have to go through a lot of different concepts to figure it out because you will either get something that is horrifying or something that's not scary at all. And that's the problem with mascot horror now, is that they're all so focused on trying to make it scary or make a mascot that none of these are actually scary. It's more of its own thing, like a lot of mascot horror this late in the genre. Like, at this point, the mascot horror genre is incredibly saturated, but this isn't even slop. This is just Poppy Playtime. We're starting to get into the realm of what I might consider a little bit slop horror because, like, holy, look at that. That's not even scary. Like, anything can jump scare you if you use the fucking vine boom and you fucking rush it at someone's face. This isn't scary at all. This feels like it's made in Roblox. This is a Roblox game, by the way. No, god damn it! Choo-Choo Charles, here comes the motherfucker. Okay, this one they actually tried. This one actually looks like sufficiently horrifying. And while it's still being based off like Thomas the Tank Engine, that's kind of horrifying. I'm sorry. This one I would not like to run into on the train tracks. I would cry. So yeah, this one I have to give it points. They did good. Amanda and Wooly, can you find what's scary? How terrible those 3D models look! That's scary because of how fucking shit it looks. I like this one. It's uncanny. A little bit, yeah. I think, yeah, is the point to make it look like shitty 3D because they nailed it. None of these are actually super scary because of the type of fucking horror that it is. But these, you know what these all are though? Hyper reactable. Oh! So this just becomes this, which actually is kind of ooky spooky looking. Interesting. Like a Wendigo. And then the sheep becomes this. Okay, so these actually do have scary variants, which I like. I do think I like that. Kind of like disturbing. These I would not like to run into in a dark hallway. If I saw this IRL, I would probably scream. But why is it white though? Oh my god, Lily, you just can't just ask someone why they're white. Indigo Park mascots who have such a wonderful time. Oh, these are like furry bait. I can see the GIF. You know, I can see the Fur Affinity account that conceptualized these. Lloyd the Lion is kind of bad though. I tapped that one. Yeah, these designs actually look pretty neat. Not scary, but they look really cute. And then with friends like these, we just puppeted wrong. Okay, this is just a bird with fucking wonky feet. I would still, that lion still looks good face-wise, honestly. It's just bloody on the paws. Finley looks terrifying. That one's scary. That one's terrible, actually. My Friendly Neighborhood, more like Resident Evil with Muppets. I've seen this one! You know what? The concept of this one's actually kind of hilarious. Oh, you got ganked by a puppet. Go away. Oh, you're playing as a normal person and you're fighting puppets. Wait, did people become puppets? Now that's mascot horror. I would play this. I would actually play the fuck out of this unironically. The Ragdoll is so 10 out of 10. This is just Resident Evil with puppets. Do the puzzle, Maria! What? I would play this with the fuck out of this one. I want to get puppet slapped. KinitoPET is just a virtual pet who really wants to see you.
Can I see your face?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, bud. I got a lot of pictures for you.
Wait, where did you find these? Es un ajolote. It's un ajolote on a surfboard. What the fuck with feet? That's it. Like, this looks kind of Okay. This is slop. This is AI slop before AI was even a thing, okay? Garten of Banban is not scary, and these people are just making these games and putting them out like fucking hotcakes to get a quick buck out of dumb kids that just want their FNAF merch. This is slop, I'm sorry. Banban and Bambolina, and they're so stupid, these aren't even scary! Jumbo Josh and Obila Bird, don't put a palu, don't insult a palu like that! Like this is, yeah, no, this is not scary. And there's so many of these. It keeps going. Again, Stinger Fling, Crafton Fiddles, Nab Nab. Okay. Slow Celine. What the fuck? Am I hallucinating? Did someone put LSD in my G-subs? Like, and they keep making more. And they keep making more. The kindergarten. You think God remains in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he has created on earth? Sheriff Toaster. Queen. Bounce Leah. Oh, dude. Nabnablina. You just put a bow on it, you lazy fuck! Are you kidding me? What the fuck is that? Like, we're making Nabnablina. It's just the same fucking model with a fucking bow on it, you tit. And Butter and Giggle, you just fucking mesh two of them together! Also, I'm not an expert 3D modeler, but I did enough 3D modeling in college to know that this geometry is fucked. This geometry is pinched. It is tangled. It is UV maps that fucking look like garbage. This geometry has been literally, it's screaming for death. I can see it in its eyes. Kill me. It's so it's not even weighed. Like, dude, this is begging to die. This is like, please put me out of my mercy. Like, please kill me. I want to die. Like, holy shit. These are way too many polygons for like whatever the fuck this is. And I can tell you that if I looked at the actual, like, mesh for these, I would cry. The kindergarten, if I missed any, no, I didn't. I'm fucking done. Look at that! Syringe ton.
I am ashamed that anything from that mess shares my name. No, but really, look at the mesh. It's more horrifying than you could even dare to imagine. Okay, I muted myself by mistake because I was so fucking horrified. Like, where's the mesh? Where is the mesh? I need to see the mesh. That looks like shit. Okay. I was so shocked I muted myself by mistake. Kids are eating this slop up, and they're making, like, lore videos for it, and, like, so much shit. I'm just like, what? And Pizza Tower. Not Mascot Horror technically, but you know what? These gave me a good scare. Because here's the thing. The Pizza Tower designers understood the assignment. The Pizza Tower designers had like their little things that followed you around in the level that were like cute little mushroom, cute little cheese, cute little pineapple, cute little sausage, right? So when it came to designing stuff for this level, they really like made them horrifying. They made them like scary, off-putting, at the very least very disturbing compared to like the originals. Yeah, they nailed it. Like I played this level with like, because I was expecting to get ganked immediately. Like they made a FNAF level. They did, and they did a really, really good job. So like this is actually, I would put this under the realm of like decent Mascot Horror.
You should seriously play Shipwrecked 64. It renewed my faith in Mascot Horror.
I'll give it a look, thank you. You said that it renewed your faith in Mascot Horror. Let's see if it could.
Everyone!
Oh.
I need your help.
Oh.
Bucky and his friends explore
That's terrifying.
Island and hopefully bring your friends back to safety.
These actually look pretty disturbing. But this feels like an old school
What do you say, buddy?
Oh, you're interrupting my collectathon gameplay. Thanks so much for the follow. Shipwrecked was pulled from the shelves after 3 days. The game received many complaints after its launch. I mean, it's cute. It's Bucky Beaver. Looks like my players have been answered. Okay. Oh, it's on fire. Oh. I wonder why there were complaints. Oh god, did you guys see that thing in the background? Oh my god!
Is this like Sonic.exe that I'm gonna turn around, there's gonna be a plushie like that on my bed? Oh, telling me that I am God. Analog horror meets Mascot horror. Oh, I love. Do not jump scare me, I will cry. Seems interesting. Ooh. Stop it!
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
This does feel very analog horror, though. I do like that. That seems interesting.
Connection terminated.
I think that Mascot horror is like what happens when people forget that scary games aren't scary because of jump scares. Scary games are scary because of atmosphere, right? And like nothing could be truer than that when I'm like right now that I'm playing Silent Hill 2. That is a game that has genuinely scared me every time that I've played, and every jump scare feels appropriately placed. It all feels very natural, very organic. I'm feeling dread constantly, but the story is so compelling and the atmosphere is so well done that I keep coming back for more. FNAF, the original, did have that. FNAF had a compelling story that made you want to keep playing because you wanted to find out what the fuck was gonna happen. It had a really, really good gimmick, and it also had like a phenomenal like concept. The rest of these are like staged jump scares in a place where your character's just walking around in that like you're gonna have somebody's gonna jump out of you just to get like that reaction. So like scary games that rely on jump scares, they're not actually as scary, but what they are, disgusting, is hyper reactable. Stuff like Poppy Playtime and the fucking Garten of Banban, whatever, they're good for streamers because like they get you to react, to scream, to be hyper energetic, but they're not actually that scary. But yeah, like I think that I'm glad to see games that are working more with atmosphere as opposed to just jump scares. Like Resident Evil has been using a bit more atmosphere in the games now, and Silent Hill 2, fucking the remake, amazing. And Silent Hill F apparently is doing really good. But these like little like Mascot horror games, with the exception of like some of the FNAF ones that did actually do a really good job at building like that kind of scary atmosphere, for the most part, the genre has become bloated, oversaturated, and not at all scary. Good for reacts, good for like TikTok reels, but not much else. And I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. If you do, let me know. And if you don't, also let me know. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, all that good shit. You guys know that I appreciate the feedback. Fight your demons! And if you like this video, just give that a fucking thumbs up. I love it. I like seeing you guys talk about this shit. And remember, if you guys want to get some cool game subs, merch, use code KinitoPET at checkout for 10% off.